Hello YouTube friends, welcome to the Red Parrot channel. I am your host, Mary Ellen. This is an episode of a new periodic series called Object Study, where, as I did with the Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady, take an object or a book or something and then go into great detail. So this video is made for everyone, and in particular Janet Nash, at Janet Nash, because this would take way too long to type in the comments. So there is nothing like a holiday controversy, and I bring to your attention the Quality Street controversy. How we got down this rabbit hole is in a recent video of Janet's. She was showing some holiday festivities, and there was about this corner for about maybe a second, and I knew exactly what it was. This purple tin, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8-sided tin is a beacon for, oh, that's the Quality Street chocolate tin. And I have not had a tin of Quality Street for maybe 6 years? Certainly pre the you-know-what. And I would often bring these into work so that I would be able to have one or two, and then everybody else would have picks and pokes, which is totally fine. But I just had a hankering. What I had a hankering for actually is the epic purple one. So these, if you are unfamiliar with Quality Street is a tin of chocolate covered candies, creams, nougats, toffees, and there was in the Canadian chocolate box anyways, the purple one was what I understand to be the Brazil nut. Brazil nut is sort of a three-sided kind of a nut, kind of like that. It's a little bit of a like a shape to it. The nut itself is very three-sided. It looks like that. And then you have a hazelnut, also known as a filbert, which is a circle nut. And this is the nut on which Nutella is based. So people may be familiar with that. And the nut is circular, and then the shell of the nut looks kind of like an eyeball. Very different nuts. So hazelnut is not, Brazil nut is not a hazelnut or a filbert or a Nutella. I fished out the purple one. I bit into it expecting to get a Brazil nut, and I did not get a Brazil nut. I got mostly sweet cream. Very disappointed. Thought it might be a manufacturing error. Went, got another purple one, and had the same experience. And I came to the conclusion that somebody swapped the Brazil nut. So when Janet had her little view of the tin, and she's in England, I'm in Canada, I asked her about the Brazil nut. And does she or does she not have the Brazil nut? As with all great holiday controversies, apparently a large discussion ensued on that side of the pond, came to the conclusion that there was still a nut in there, and that we were fine on that side, maybe not so much on this side. She wanted to then know about what our Quality Street experience is like, and this is how we got to the object study topic Quality Street, Tin being the premiere episode. And nuts, I forgot something. I'll be right back. Okay, we're good to go now. So, behold the Canadian version, the one I got anyways, of Quality Street. It is a tin, embossed. You can see that the Quality Street is embossed. Back. Now in paper wrappers. This is another thing that has changed since the last time I had one. They used to have these foil wrappers, but like a 2-ply, and it was this kind of fun, transparent paper that was twistable, like it was a candy thing, and you now get these paper. And I think she mentioned that this had also changed on her side as well. So I don't know if you can see that. It is printed with Quality Street. This would have been, I think, the strawberry something or other. And also the strawberry something or other. You get what you get when it's into the tail ends. So that also changed. What else do we want to say about the tin? So I did some deep diving, and so we will go into some more detail about what the tin says. So I don't know if you can see or read that, but this says, since 1936, depuis 1936. So one thing that you need to know, that in Canada, it is mandatory for all packages to be in two official languages. So, whoops, crash bang, you will see ingredients, and then ingredients in French, nutritional, fat, lipid, carbohydrates, glucide, protein, protéine, etc., etc. 2 languages. Now on paper wrappers, maintenant en emballage de papier. So, we only started getting Quality Street in 1936, and I think, when does it say it was started here? So I have Wiki open. Oh, okay, never mind. 1936. Okay, so that I did not know that. So I thought they were different. So we have Quality Street. We have this little decoration here, which, if I look at it, I think is the symbol of the candies inside. So this long one is a toffee one. There is a little green triangle. You'll see the purple. All of these represent a candy. There, you'll see these are a man and a wife. They are known in the company as, standby, Miss Sweetly and Major Quality, who were inspired by the principal characters from the J.M. Barrie's play. And I think, was the play called? I don't know. Yes. Okay. Yes. So the name Quality Street was inspired by a play by J.M. Barrie of Peter Pan fame. So Quality Street was a play. The chocolate guy, the candy maker, used that to name his candy. And then there are 2 characters in the play. Miss Sweetly and Major Quality, inspired by the principal characters from the J.M. Barrie's play. The original models were Tony and Iris Coles. and their children designed the advertising campaign in the Daily Mail on May 2, 1936. So this is sort of a, I guess, a more original version of the two. And again, you can sort of see the he and the she. There's the chocolate. It says it is imported selections of caramels, creams, and fine pralines. So la-di-da. Third change since the last time I had a quality street was when you popped it open, and I'm still not worn enough that it pops easy. So when you popped it open, this would be full to about here of the wrapped chocolates, and there would have been a I always call it the decoder. It comes in assorted chocolate boxes and so on and so forth. It's a decoder sheet. So you would open it up and you would say, oh, you know, what is the red one? The red one is a strawberry cream, or what's this yellow one? It's penny toffee, whatever. That's gone. And so first thing I did was I turned it over, and it's like, well, there's no decoding here. So how do I know what chocolate I'm going to get? So if you go and you look at all of the sides, so there's 3, 2, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have 11 varieties, and that's what is listed here. So we have strawberry cream, orange crunch, toffee fingers, so that's the long dash. We have a truffle block, a toffee penny, orange cream, hazelnut. So note, hazelnut is this. The blue is coconut eclair, and I think there is a standard need for candy makers everywhere. If you're going to make a Christmas chocolate, make a coconut candy. I don't know why. I do not know why. And this last one is where we can get some more information. So the first one is a caramel cup. I'll do the last one, which is a fudge. And then next one, hazelnut in caramel. This is the purple one. So not only did I not get a Brazil nut, I got a hazelnut, and I didn't get a whole nut, I got a partial nut. I call foul. So, let's do that. Let us have a look and see what Wikipedia says about the contents. So, even on Wikipedia, it says the purple one in quotation marks. So I think the purple one is an adapted way of saying this Brazil nut, hazelnut, whatever this darn nut was. The purple one is the premium one because it has the full nut in it. So, discontinued varieties. Purple one. The original purple one with Brazil nut replaced with hazelnut version. Now, apparently, a lot of other ones that have, Smarties? Ordinary cardboard box of Smarties at 2004 promotion only. Ew. I would have been very sad. Gooseberry cream, green wrapper, light green fondant with a touch of gooseberry preserve. I think I remember that one as being kind of a savory taste. Anyway, so we have this Brazil nut controversy. So it is listed here as this was discontinued. So let us where did the Brazil nut go go in Quality Street? Second. Fine, whatever. Okay, so World War II in Quality Street. If everyone is to have their share, it means all have to be content with a little less. As the war took hold, production of most major confectionery lines stopped or reduced due to rationing and shortages. Quality Street continued to be produced, but with less sweets. After the war, the business continued to strive, but with one significant change. The Brazil nut in the purple one had been replaced by a hazelnut due to wartime shortages. Despite this new ingredient, the sweet is still shaped like a Brazil nut today. Now, I may have absolute no sense of taste or nuts. I'm certain I did, because as a kid, I loved Brazil nuts more than I can possibly say. And me and my little hands and a steel nutcracker, my mom would buy raw bags of nuts, and I would fish out the Brazil nuts, and I would hammer and crunch and bit and chew and squirrel my way into having Brazil nuts. So I know a Brazil nut. Did they never replace it? I think they never replaced it. No one ever says no to Macintosh's Quality Street. Okay, so Macintosh toffee in Canada comes in a rectangle, maybe about this size and about this fat, and it is a solid piece of Scottish toffee. And we used to have ads that would say, "Give the pack a whack," meaning you would take it, you'd whack it, and then the toffee would shatter, and then you could eat it in the bits and pieces, because it's unmanageable. But it is a great cheap way of being able to manufacture a lump of toffee and have it for sale. So Macintosh merges with Roundtree, and Roundtree also does the After 8, and I had an After 8 advent calendar as well. Yes, so in the 1970s, introduced a whole range of gifting tins and cartons. Quality Street maintained its regal splendor by celebrating royal occasions, starting with the Queen's Silver Jubilee in 1977, for which it launched a commemorative tin. Nestle is who owns After 8. Nestle's makes the very best chocolate. Okay, so that's how. So Quality Street is owned by Nestle's. And we can also get different packaging. So we can get these large tins. We can get a smaller version. It's in a box, like a cardboard box with a plastic window. It is smaller in volume. And I seem to remember like a Quality Street that was maybe that size. And I went looking for those, but I don't know that you can find those anymore. Okay, so they're talking about a lot of the packaging and how this package, I'm sure somewhere on the planet, there is somebody who has collected all of the Quality Street tins, because this seems to be something that you could collect and have a whole story of. And these are the ones that I remember. I don't know if you can see, is that large? It doesn't. So as opposed to this being the little pile of candy that had a whole larger display of the candy in the bottom. Oh, in the 2010s, Quality Street launched the tub as a new way for family and friends to share favorites. Wow. Is that a tub? I don't know. And that goes back to the start. So that is about a 20-minute review of what I understand Quality Street to be on this side of the pond. And Quality Street goes there. Somewhere I read that you can't get these in the United States. They're not sold in the United States, but you can order them online and get them delivered. So it is not a something that I think Americans would be used to seeing in their stores, where this is sold everywhere. Drugstores, grocery stores, Canadian Tire. I don't know if I've ever seen them in the dollar store, but it's sold everywhere. You can pick up a box of Quality Street anywhere. And they are 100% a symbol of the onset of the December holiday season. So that's all for now. Hope you enjoyed that. Really interested in being able to take an object and then study it in more detail. Oh, yes, what's the expiry date? Best before MR, March 2024, June 30th. No, I don't know what the June 30 means. Maybe that's when it was produced. Best before March, good luck having it to January 1st of the following year. So that's all for now. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.